I'm rolling.
He's done it again. To the Let's Talk Sport YouTube channel.
That's my fault.
Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport on Facebook and YouTube. And as you can hear, the engine noises around us. Well, there isn't any because it's a summer break at the moment. So I don't know where you're getting that from. You lot have missed F1, so have we. It's been rubbish. The summer is just not the same without Formula One. You'd think with all these sunny locations, we would still have F1 going on right now in August. Talk to Liberty
Why go
Media.
on your summer break? Come on.
I know. How much do you earn? Yeah. You live in Monaco anyway, most of you. That's technically a summer vacation. So it's a summer vacation all year round. But we're actually here to bring you an idea that Jack came up with, and that is the drivers that are under pressure. Now, of course, Ricciardo moving to Renault has opened things up a bit, and we've already got two teams confirmed for next year with their full drivers lineup, and that is Renault and Mercedes. So Mercedes with Hamilton and Bottas, Renault have Hülkenberg and Ricciardo. And it's funny because one of the teams I'm thinking of right now is Force India, because we've just had Lance Stroll's dad buy them out, basically, billionaire as he is. And isn't it funny how we all have dads out there that are happy just to get us even a book for a birthday. He goes and buys them basically a new car at Force India. An F1 seat, pretty much.
Let's be honest.
As you do. But Jack, it looks as though Force India could be one of the main ones that we haven't got a clue what's going to happen. Is Perez going to stay? Is Ocon going to stay? What's going to happen?
Yeah, well, since Ricciardo just did that announcement, that video we did last week, it was just we didn't know what was going on.
I had headaches.
We didn't know what was going on, and we still really don't with the driver lineup for next year. Apart from the two that, like Jamie said, have been announced, we honestly don't know what's going on in terms of Force India. I think Sergio Perez will stay because he's basically the guy running the show at the minute.
Yeah.
In terms of the boardroom as well. Let's be honest.
Just shows the commitment was worth it.
So I think it would be Esteban Ocon's seat. Not that he's done anything wrong. I think he's done well this season.
He's done very well.
If Lawrence Stroll has bought a share in the team, then he'll obviously want his son Lance to be in there in some capacity, and I think he'll want him to be the driver. So, depending on how much influence he's got in that team for next season, Lance Stroll could be driving for him. It's not great because obviously Esteban Ocon is so much better than Lance Stroll.
Yeah.
I know Stroll hasn't had exactly in these 2 seasons had the best Williams car. Granted, it's been terrible, but Esteban Ocon still has, I think, a better talent than Lance Stroll. So that'd be disappointing to see that, but it's either have Lance Stroll in or lose Force India altogether, really, because we don't want to lose another team.
I mean, let's not forget, Lance Stroll's dad invested. He didn't buy the team. So there's a chance there Ocon could stay, but as you say, money talks, sadly.
And then could Kubica be coming back to Williams if Lance Stroll goes? That's the only good thing about.
Oh, please!
That's the only good thing about if Lance Stroll does move on. I think they'd keep Sirotkin, and Kubica could be the one to come in place. I think everyone would like to see that.
If Ocon leaves Force India, where could he go?
Well, that's another.
If anything, he's going to get demoted.
That's another interesting one. Yeah, it might be difficult to see where we go actually because you don't want to go any lower than Force India, but there's only really Ferrari and Red Bull, and it doesn't look like that would be an option. So yeah, that would be interesting, and it would be a shame really because he was meant to go to Renault. It looked set that he was going to Renault, and Ricciardo sort of ruined his day when that was announced. But you've also got the likes of McLaren who haven't announced even Fernando Alonso at the minute. We don't know what Fernando Alonso is doing.
Open there.
I think one of the drivers that is under pressure is Stoffel Van Dorn. He's been there 2 years now and hasn't done enough to improve the car. Fernando Alonso is out-qualifying him in every race. And sometimes there's a few places back. Alonso can finish 10th and Van Dorn's in 16th or something,
Or DNF.
Yeah, so it's, he's certainly under pressure to get his seat. And with Carlos Sainz obviously moving from Renault this season, he could be in there with Alonso and the 2 Spanish drivers in McLaren, which I think would be interesting as well. Because again, Carlos Sainz hasn't done anything wrong to lose his seat.
No.
But, he has, and McLaren could pounce on that, so...
Funny enough, there's one rumour that's been going around for the last 24 hours, and this is one driver that might not have any pressure on him now, and that is, can you guess it? Can you guess who it is?
Charles Leclerc?
No.
Oh.
It's Kimi Räikkönen. They reckon he's going to sign a 2-year contract. That's from the latest sources from what I've seen online. I don't have any. I'm not like some people who say they've got sources and then they get it wrong. But it's the fact that Kimi Räikkönen could be signing a 2-year contract. Now, 1-year extension, I'd understand. 2 years, it's not... I guess for Leclerc fans, that's not good news.
No, I think we were talking about maybe having Kimi Räikkönen do another season in F1 to give Charles Leclerc another year.
And you said that, didn't you?
Yeah, to improve, to then go to Ferrari after that. It'd be interesting to see what Ferrari decide to do. I mean, 2 years... I think Sebastian Vettel wouldn't mind having Kimi Räikkönen for another 2 years because he knows. Whereas if Charles Leclerc comes in, he could be competition, and obviously a younger driver. So
a younger Webber.
Yeah, there could be a bit of a fractious relationship maybe. I mean, it's up to what Ferrari do, I suppose. I mean, there's so many Kimi Räikkönen fans out there; they're not going to mind if he signs another 2-year deal. So that could be interesting to see. Obviously. Charles Leclerc, we were talking about in the Sauber team, Marcus Ericsson is another one that it could be under pressure as well. We're not sure his status in the team. And Van Dorn, if he does leave McLaren, could go to Sauber. So, that could be an interesting one. I mean, Haas, Kevin Magnussen and Roman Grosjean.
I think Magnussen will at least stay.
Yeah.
I don't know where he can go because Magnussen's had a great season.
He has,
He's been very quiet actually, but that's good because no one's talked about him in a bad way. Grosjean's had a lot of moments where basically you just get this and then it's just gone really wrong. And sorry, I've just ruined your drink there. Probably It wasn't a fizzy drink. You see, he fought twice there. He thought Jamie's here today. I could bash that and then. Yeah, fizzy drinks all over the place. But anyway, apart from that, Grosjean, I think if Haas are going to be clever, now here's one was about Leclerc to Haas. It's not been talked about on the news or anything like that.
Got Ferrari engine.
That's what I mean. Maybe Grosjean moves from maybe to Sauber. Leclerc goes into Haas for a year.
It would be
because
interesting.
then he would be higher on the leaderboard.
That would be interesting to see that, but it's whether Haas would sort of ruin their sort of agreement with Grosjean because they keep saying that Grosjean joined them when they were a new team and he wasn't sure what was going to happen and he gave them confidence, so they keep saying that when there's questions of Grosjean's future. So it would be interesting to see whether they do that. I think that would be a good move to have Charles Leclerc if they could get him. But obviously Sauber haven't done too bad this season anyway.
I think if Grosjean did go to Sauber, it wouldn't be the best of news, but Sauber have been respectable in the last few months.
Yeah, and then you have the teammates of Grosjean and Van Dorn, which would be an okay one compared to.
I wouldn't like to be the manager
Ericsson.
of it.
Sorry, Marcus. And then, of course, we've got to talk about Toro Rosso. Pierre Gasly is rumoured to get that Red Bull seat, which would obviously be interesting with Verstappen and Gasly. And then, does Brendan Hartley stay? Does Brendan Hartley keep his seat? What do they do? If they lose one Toro Rosso driver, do they then go and lose another one that's been there?
I have this feeling he'll stay because there still needs to be another seat sorted if Gasly does leave. So I have a feeling Hartley might, even though at the start of this season Hartley's future in F1 looked in doubt, but all of a sudden it looks as though he might be around for another year. Yeah. But that's depending on. I don't know any drivers outside the Toro Rosso and Red Bull teams. They've got
a few young drivers in the in the academies and young, really young drivers. But whether they'd put them into the seat, I'm not sure they would do that. I think obviously Brendan Hartley, like you said, didn't have the best start, but he got a point. Did he get a point last race? Or
yes,
he did. He looked better in the last 2 races in Germany and Hungary.
There was one race where he got 9th, then he finished 11th.
Yeah, he's got 2 points so far this season.
Yeah, poor bugger.
He has improved, especially in the last 2 races before the summer break. So if he can keep going, I think he's definitely got that seat just because of the fact that if they're losing Gasly, I don't think they want to bring 2 new drivers into that Toro Rosso team.
It wouldn't look good. But maybe Hartley could be like a Webber or David Coulthard for the team where they're just used for the experience and to get the other driver ready in time, and then he'll have to move at some point, which is quite sad, really. But for Hartley, this is a driver that for the last few years never thought he'd be driving in F1. So for him to potentially do at least 2.5 seasons under his belt, I think he'll be pretty chuffed for that. But he's a great character for F1. Sadly, just not the racer we were hoping to see from the Red Bull Academy. Can't think of any more. What other spaces are there now? Williams. no one wants to go there. So I think
there need to be some radical changes at Williams.
Robert Kubica will take any seat right now. So as you say, he could be there. That would be a fairy tale story.
I think apart from the whole Red Bull debacle and what's going on there, and you've already mentioned Kimi's place possibly at Ferrari, you know, there's not many others. I mean, obviously Mercedes have signed their drivers immediately, and you know that's important for them. You know, now Renault have done that as well, and I think over the summer break that's when teams need to get these deals close, because they're already thinking about next season.
Absolutely.
You know, teams are already getting prepared and getting the regulations all sorted to prepare the cars. So you know they need to be thinking about 2019 already, and having them drivers in place is certainly important. I think that the major one for any team is McLaren getting that Fernando Alonso deal.
Yes.
Because, you know, there's talk of Fernando Alonso not being in the sport at all, and they need that driver. As much as he wants to win next year, you know, McLaren need him more than anything. So, you know, they can't afford to lose Fernando Alonso. So that's a deal. And I think if Sainz maybe comes in as well, Fernando Alonso, as much as he's backing Stoffel Van Dorn at the moment, there's a lot of press about him saying, you know, Van Dorn's a good teammate and all this and all that. I think if Carlos Sainz was to be the one that replaced him, he wouldn't mind too much.
Yeah.
Because I think Carlos Sainz obviously respects Fernando Alonso a lot. Same going the other way. So I think both Spaniards in that team would do wonders. But yeah, as much as me and you are McLaren fans, this year's been a little bit better, but it's not been amazing.
I can imagine Alonso now, like having Zach Brown going up to Van Dorn, and Alonso will go in front of Van Dorn. I'll take a bullet for Van Dorn. He's like, all right, if he's going, I'm going. And then he'll be like, Carlos Sainz is coming. Off you go, mate.
I'll sign. Where do I sign?
It was great. It's great working with you for the last 2 years, but you know, F1's tough. But it is tough. But one thing that isn't tough is getting a copy of F1 2018 before it's released. Yes, we have the copy right here. So our thanks to Codemasters for giving us a copy of F1 2018. We'll be doing a review on Sportskeeda, me and Jack, and of course we'll probably, if we do get the chance, we'll try and do a bit of gameplay footage, you could say, for our Let's Talk Sport YouTube channel in the near future. So our thanks to Codemasters. And yes, it comes out August 24th. Yes.
The weekend of the Grand Prix coming back.
It is. Good timing, actually. For once, I might actually agree with their release dates. Here's me slating them and they gave me a free copy. I apologise. Anyway, we would like to say thank you for watching, and remember to stay tuned on Let's Talk Sport for our F1 videos, including our pole position podcast, which will be back when the season returns on that weekend of August 24th to the 26th. It's goodbye for now.